Hello and welcome to Elizabeth's Craft Room. Today we're going to do a card using Sweet Little Something with this little sweet little sun bunny, this really sweet little bunny, which is a 3-step stamping set. And I'm going to show you how we use the Stamparatus, or Stampasaurus as I'm calling it, to do a 3-step stamping and how easy it makes it. Now, the first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to stamp the background. Right, so first of all I'm going to start off by showing you how to do the background stamps for this card. Now, I want this background to go over the whole of one side. Normally, I would do it with this great big giant block. It's heavy, it's difficult, even for me, that is quite difficult for me to, oh, there you go, to have the strength to hold that in one hand, to push it down all over without moving it. If I do it the other way up, which is how I've always trained on it, again, you've got to keep it still while you move one hand and keep one hand still. It's a faff. I don't think, now we have the Stampasaurus coming, that I will ever sell one of those big blocks again, because this is so much easier. Now, I want it on the front of my card, so there's my front. I'm turning it round and I'm going to pop it on there. And the reason I'm doing that, and I'm just lining it up along the edge there, is I want to still be able to use my magnet to keep it still. Now I'm going to go ahead and ink up this, and this is hardwood, this background stamp it's called. Ink that up, and it's the same coloured ink, just Pool Party over the back there. And I can press all over. If I've missed a bit, I know I can come back and, you know, press again if I need to, or ink up a little bit more, but that's actually perfect. And there we go. There's our stamped background. How easy was that? Right, so now we're going to do our sun bunny. So the first thing I'm going to do is to pop that down and put it in position. And I'm going to pop my solid image bunny on there first. Now, I find that this is the easiest way round to get these lined up, is to do the solid one first. And you'll find with, especially when you've got new photopolymer, nice clean photopolymer stamps, they will pull up. But I'm still just going to reposition it back into the corner. And I'm now going to ink up using the crumb cake ink and ink all over my solid image. Here we go, and press that down. And with any photopolymer stamp, but particularly with solid ones, just make sure you hold it a moment down, press it a moment down, and there's our little image. Now, I've got a little mark there, and I'm honestly not sure where that's coming from. It's just the edge of the stamp there, so I could trim that off, but for the purposes of this demonstration, I will just not worry about that too much. Okay, so next I'm going to do the bunny with a little bit more definition on him. And I'm looking through and lining up, and I'm going to start off with lining up the feet with the feet there. We've got a little pointy toe there, so I'm going to line up the pointy toe. And if you can also see, and I don't know how well you can see this on the camera, I've got a little white triangle. If I move away, I'm lining that back up and I'm getting that little white triangle in position. Now I'm bringing down my second plate. Again, just make sure that's right in the corner. And I'm going to ink this layer up with soft suede. And again, just press all over. Make sure we've got all the detail on there. And cute, you can start to see them coming together. I'm going to turn this one round and I'll just give that a wipe just in case there's any ink left on there. And now we're going to do our third layer, our third bunny. And again, I am using the tip of his toe there. And I want that little white triangle. I want to see that little white triangle. And so now, because I've flipped the plate, we've got a third surface now. You just lift that up. I think that's looking good. Now what you need to watch here, can you see I've actually got a border? I don't know how well you can see of the palest colour, but on the actual image there isn't any of the darker colour out at that edge, so don't try and line up with that. Stick with the pointy bit of his heel there and that little piece there, and you will be just fine. And our third colour is Early Espresso. And I'm just making sure that's well inked. I'm doing a little gentle swipe and a tap on there, and then press it down. And again, pressure to make sure we've got all of those areas. And of course we can always lift it up and go again if we think we've missed anything. But that looks good to me. How cute is that little sun bunny? Oh, we've got to have a greeting on there. I'm going to put Hip Hop Hooray. We've also got a Happy Easter on there, and there's a sweet little somebody and a little something for your little someone. But we're going to do Hip Hop Hooray. I'm going to place that down there. And here's our fourth layer. We can pop the magnet up at the top now. Yeah, and I'll do that in the darkest colour there. And down we come. And that is really messed up. I've over inked here and got a bit on the edge, and I don't like that. But what do we do when that sort of thing happens? Not a problem. We always have a solution. Here's my solution. I'm going to ink it more gently this time. Let's see. Now it's fine. I'm going to trim it off, and I'm going to stick it over the top. You know, I could refilm that piece right now for you, and we could pretend that I didn't do that. But do you know, we all do it. We all make mistakes, and so I prefer to show you how to fix the mistake, or even make a feature of it. Look, as we can go jaunty now, rather than sort of saying, oh no, I never make mistakes, because of course I do. Right, okay, so we're going to do a jaunty somebody. So we'll have a jaunty piece there. We'll have a jaunty bunny there. We'll have a jaunty hip hooray. Cute, look, see, looks like we meant to. And then I'm going to take some pearls. My fingers are sticky. And pop a little pearl on there as well, just to finish it off. And there you go. And this one's done a little bit paler. You can see the different effect. I much prefer it with the Early Espresso on, giving that really deep effect on the bunny. And I'm really pleased with this stamp set. But having the Stamparatus makes it so much easier to do. And because we've got to have a little matching envelope, I've used these little flowers and stamped down the side. So super cute. So thanks for visiting Elizabeth's craft room today. If you would like sweet little something, you can get that. Just look down below and you will see links to my online store. and I'll look forward to welcoming you back again soon.